Oh no, that's level 54. There we go. And Samurai's arm. And level 4. Back to your question. Cool. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local muggles, I'm certain that Heavensward would not elude us for long. Well, the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We'd wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are the days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Iceheart, might I ask you a question? Any dragons of whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of Juvenians the area deaf to reason. What of you, Master Alphino? I have not given up on the Muggles. I have come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Muggles' kin in Twelveswood after that business with Moggle. I dare say they'll be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye. His attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do so what I can to hold his gaze, and hope that he might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estenan. Come then, Nynaeve. Let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Novika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you, there is an aetherite of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey less arduous. Pray not to forget to use it. Some bagpipes. Can't find my quest. I found my quest. Send word to the elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania. I'm pleased to report that she's agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Muggles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the country stationed at its entrance. Bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you. It is no less a relief to see you safe and hail with mine own eyes. Humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us with such short notice, my lady, and for all you've done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in the matter that we finally bring an end to this Dragon Song war. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Muggles of the Churning Mists? Kupopopo. I said Kupo. Greetings, Kuplokop. To what we owe the pleasure of your company. Yeah, hang on, I know Kupo. That's the one I know because I'm a bard. I was struck with a sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kani. I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these muggles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know. Though it amounts to precious little, we encountered a muggle high in the clouds of Travania and hoped that you and your kid in Twelfthwood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but these are legends, are they not? We speak of muggles who dwelled up beyond the clouds. Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before my masters took to Pickering like spoiled children. Ah, yes, the tale of good King Muggle Mog XII, he was revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, and that the subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the churning mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelfthwood, it's perfectly possible the details of their history faded into mist. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories often contain a measure of truth. Just like that the Muggles of the churning mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Muggle, there's bound to be more. I don't know, I think his little hand actually makes me quite uncomfortable. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. You surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You'll accompany us, then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelfthwood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me too, I too will accompany you on this venture. Lend my voice to your cause as ambassador of Gridania. I don't know, wasn't there an international incident that you were supposed to be avoiding me? Have we forgotten about that? My lady, are you quite certain? How often has our nation turned to the silence of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Tower Warrior of Light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times I say you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. Would be honoured by your presence. Make sure my hair is correct. There we go. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Somal. Being a path I've already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Mog home. Yeah, I feel like probably mods around here. Yeah, it's also a kind of a shame to leave the game when I'm on a new bit finally, but that's going to make it exciting the next time I play. And hey, maybe I'll pay for it. I've actually bought the game. I almost forgot. I've got the code for the PC version, which should give me 33 days. I've never spent it, so when I want 33 days, I can do that. But also, I'm eager. I'm eager to play these 3 games I bought, which is what the holidays was for. Although I can't play Xenoblade 3 because I haven't finished Xenoblade 2 yet. Specifically, I haven't played Torna Country. But I can certainly start these 2 when I've done this. Well, after today. And I wasn't expecting to become a samurai, so... There's a turn up for the books. I do like the way they've made all the samurai costumes look different as well. I think it's clever. Like, in the same way the cloaks. I'd never think of putting random fucking spikes on cloaks, but I think they work well enough. Well met, Warrior of Light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us unblinking. Elder Seedsteer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. Yeah, here, Knife. That's quick. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful. Devoid as the road was of Gervanians, 'twould seem the dragons have abandoned some owl for the churning mists. Elder Seedsteer, may I present to you Sir Estinine, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honour to meet you, Sir Estinine. I heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Muggles are all around us as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned about the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there's so many of them, Kupo. I'm Kani Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Oh, such a gentle, pleasing glow, Kupo. You could have made him look a little bit different. That one looks a bit different. I'm Moglin, not a Boglin, the chieftain of the Muggle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it's an honour to meet you. Greetings, I'm Kupla Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Muggles. A Muggle from the world below. Your hide is a different hue. I mean, okay, fair enough. It's very fucking subtle. Actually, I don't even know if they are. But that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here. Like, make them properly gold or something. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here among the clouds. Hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well I can imagine your wariness. I'm told that men have not walked here nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them for their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Reisvelgar, and they might negotiate and end the war twixt man and dragon. To end a war, you say? I trust you, Kani Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. That's convenient. That is a big palm. But I'm afraid that we cannot be said to be your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because we were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that, we hid here because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace such as Reisvelgar, so others crave the opposite such as Nidhogg. Suffice to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, Chieftain. I've here may have dulled out the odd flashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He's the champion of the 12-foot smuggles, and I will not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration, and I killed good King Mogulmog. Should we keep that quiet? If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? There's so much alike. An excellent suggestion, Coupeau. In the interest of fostering friendships, keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Coupeau. Happy Bunny. No clue. Tell me, in the world below, do all your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was Kubla Cop called you again? I'm a bunny lady. I have. Your name's as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Muggle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Coupeau. As are Moghan, Mogmug, Mogwin. These being the names of the three wise Muggles who would administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure all your worth. I call them the trials of trustworthiness. Take these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Let me take the titanium Ujikatana. Oh, it does. And the Sky Warrior's fur. Yeah, we get to look different for once. Cool. We don't have a stupid robot sword anymore. Also, I like this dress. Let's save this. If I change to Bard, it will not change yet. Okay, fair enough. I need to turn over. We want the longbow, of course. Interesting. What's that? I think we have to do all three anyway. But I'll do the one for the bow first. It's Mogmug. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I'm the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you've ever laid eyes upon, Coupeau. It isn't easy being this adorable, but I can barely take a stroll outside without the relentless Javanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might be just gobble me right up. In any case, flaying their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Coupeau. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Okay. think we might be able to get ourselves a rapier for the Red Mage. We do, since we don't need anything else. Mogwin's the name, the art's the game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogham who can match my talent with a brush, Cooper. I know that's why you've come. Chief Tim Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness, and I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me. Instead, to charge you with being a masterpiece that I've misplaced. It was ambitious and an innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts in the open market. You must find it, question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such a vibrant colour and unmistakable panache cannot escape notice of every Muggle in Mogham. Margaret. You mean the paint smeared mess of a pebble? Was there any reason I'm stricter in finding it. I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. I want to see who has 4 Kupo nuts just for line to spend on such luxuries. These are silly quests. Miqo'te. Do not know about the stone. Do you know Mogwin's been creeping out the back to some aisles, summit from some Kupo? Maybe he left it up there. We want none of these, of course. Yes, I'm Morgan, the foremost alchemist in Mogham, if you must know. Your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy. I've got a potion to fix that. Or if you didn't keep running out of ingredients, luckily you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and find the things I want. You'll find a blooming near the entrance to Tom. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself get too distracted by the pretty flowers. What did you find? Ah, bunch of stuff. Yes, now that you mention it, I do recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. Second part of your trial commences. Go adventure to retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes it stone for himself. No, monkey. This one's got a hat. And we can just buy all the rewards. Oh, they all look the same. Just different colours. All the boots are always really long boots. I like how all the helmets actually fit the bunnies. Oh, hang on. No, we don't need it. It's fine. Cloud's breath. To the moon. Lovely. Right, I'm just gonna make a subtle adjustment. So, to get all three, I do now have to remember that it's top like that. Hang on. My point is, moon, star, circle, they're all touching each other. Gonna make it easier to remember. Wasn't really expecting to be able to get up there, but... I'm not seeing any fucking clouds, Beth. Very confused. Oh, you know what I can do actually? I can walk all the way around. Maybe I can't. Okay, I'm less confident in my walk all the way around idea. I'm not seeing what to do though. Look at those. Those are cool looking trees. I finally found some fucking sparkles. There must have been an easier way up here that I didn't see. We'll come back in a bit. Look, there's a way up there as well, and I have no idea how to do that yet. How in the ever fuck do I get up there? Google, how do I get to Mogwin's trial?
I found.
Okay, there's a ramp. Somewhere. Maybe that. Computer games. Here is the painted stone. A Mughal masterpiece. Well, we still need one more thing. fuck. Found it though. These were dumb quests. It's only fitting that Muggles should have dumb quests, but still. Right there, they should have been the first thing I saw. No, I don't want to join a fate. Let us get our weapons. I got nobody help me. There's your fucking stone. My work, is it not exquisite? Call it the contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam, at least. Last I can exchange my art for those delectable kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear this of this fellow steed. Oh no, it's made out of chestnut, that's neat. Take the rapier. What do you think of my mug? Able to humble Mojavanian devotees. Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those lads from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling, bellies rumbling. Javanians and their ilk have much to learn about, except for acts of admiration. We'll take the longbow. You have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Yes, I had lots of trouble, thank you very much. Oh yes, he's a perfect kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my pom tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you feel your pom losing its bounce? Then I'm your Muggle, kupo. Bounce? No. Jem'Hadar? No. I don't think I need anything from here. Did I accidentally not buy it? I think this is just a spare one. Level 55. Almost caught up. Of a character. Let's quickly pick this up. Yes. Ready to pass judgment. Now, if that is all that you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghan, Mogmag, and Mogwin. During these schooling tests of character, I carefully observed your conduct as well as your companions, and I am decided. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. These trials over, then, my tasks have been little more than household chores. If our host selects not to grant the aid after working us to pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in kupo nuts out of principle, but I hope it will not come to that. Let us say the chieftain's verdict. Okay, we've all been tested, fair enough. I'll go your trials, warrior of light. I myself have been sent on another expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our host seems entranced with the height of my leap. They compare me to Mog, a lance-wielding Mughal warrior of Eld, who favoured such attacks. It's from Final Fantasy VI. Yeah. So he used Eld. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these fuzzy lumps could have outleapt a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, knave. I'd like not this place. Standing here in Mogham, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mog the 12th, seated in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth and a story for younglings grew with the telling, but with every passing moment I've become more certain that we've discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain have to say. It's Alexi Sale. Sorcery is this. That my heart should stir at mere fluffiness. Well, no matter what is it, Tieflin Moglin has made his decision, but let's not keep him waiting then. I've become such friends, Cooper. My Mughal cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Tieflin Moglin's finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I better flutter over to him and see then. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labours proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt, in fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Mughal. But you see, before any meeting with Heavensward could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. What a better way to help you pass the time by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo. Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn quickly now! We blow this wondrous instrument whenever we need to speak to the great worm, Cooper. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves late. I think Moghan may have sat on it, so we needed some time to cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. You simply need to head to the zenith of the worm's dwelling to the west and give Horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to raise Falgar. Very possibly, yes, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain Heavensward will welcome our overtures. Did we ever arrive at his lair? Come. We've squandered enough time already. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality, though we should soon take our leave. I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Cooper. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogham your home amongst the stars. Thank you for the help, Cooper. I doubt I would have ever found time for all those rotten chores. It wasn't my idea. The chieftain spent a little less time sitting about, a little more time chieftaining. Things would have never gotten so messy in the first place. He was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. Now all the evidence are done and the horn's fixed, so all's well that ends well, hey, Cooper? Well, I expect you to be eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. To the best of my knowledge, with all that we need for a trip to Zenith, I believe the Elder Seedsteer and her retinue will be making the journey back to Britannia. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Alphino and I do humbly thank you for what you've done. What has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Muggles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we should be thankful, Elder Seedsteer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they never would have chosen to reveal themselves at all. 'Twas your presence, Kublakop, that ultimately won us their trust. You must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Torchwood. We are exceedingly glad that you did. My pleasure, Kupo. Made so many friends and so many fantastical tales to tell my kinsmuggles back home. And it is our home that we must return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedsteer. We too must be on our way. Raise Vergar awaits. Warrior of Light, pay attention closely to your companion, Sir Estenine. Beneath that stoic facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Cool. Where's the way out? If you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo, then we are indeed ready to go. Road to Zenith. 54 still. There we go. Quite like the one I've got on, sadly. But, accept. Chieftain Moglin already explained the shiny instrument we gave to you is the best means of grabbing Raise Vergar attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. It's a big palace, you'll need to blow the horn. First things first though, we need to make for Asa and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. No, Mogsy's the first thing. We have welcoming guests. Yeah, there's not been a lot of dungeons yet. I'll maybe loads of them come at the top level though. Glycon! Cool. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, John, surely you should level up another character. Because you're now on level 55 to level 54. Let's not push it, eh? And I might want to consider one day having healer or tank. Don't know why it took me so long to think of those words. I still like this better than the Warcraft version. This forces you to look around the place and do a couple of extra quests, rather than doing the entire expansion back in. It might be too late to do the flying, but still. Things are a bit bitey for a while there. I think we've arrived in one piece. I wonder what the dragons are so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem to be worse than usual. No, I'm gonna miss the Warriors fur. I thought that looked cool. We have that now. I don't really look like a samurai anymore. I do like a shoulder pad though. We'll have to try and get a bunch of those triangles at some point. So I can make the costumes. I do have one. And yeah. Why does that get bigger? That's a weird way of doing that. Sorry, look in the distance where... Look right there. It's distance based. Anyway, this is we'll get our archer costume as well. Waiting for the wind to change. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Ray invariably abandons his lofty perch, heads to the lands below to hunt. If you try blowing the horn now, I doubt he'll hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. And of course we have the robot boots on. I just want to see, so if we put like, say that. It doesn't look so bad actually. But I still like this more. Probably not with the dress. Then that's like a double dress, but... We do have to go there at some point, but not a priority. It's the lower Sky Lord. Time to go west. There we go, to the west. Okay. You should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow. Until then, might as well make ourselves comfortable. We must interrupt journey so close to its end. I suppose this place is as good as any. Mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help clear our minds, readiness to the coming parley. Very well, then. I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I have acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. Clear our minds. Tis Master Avana, whose mind needs clearing. Thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Do you see him stroll away as if the ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Naive. See that wildlife does not make meal of our young friend. We will have a camp ready by the time you return. Clowns to the left of me. More clowns to the right. Here I am, just stuck with clowns. That's how that song goes, right? Fucking clowns. What does that do by itself? I'm being done. How to cane your dragon? A horrible thing to do to your dragon. I see, I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once half an hour returns with the wood, we can see about the supper. The Ice Queen has filled the pot. What looks like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Wood. We get voices? Nope. A few things compared to the simple pleasures of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Ah, so speaks the great explorer. Till recently you wouldn't have recognized firewood, but came kindling with a flint. And with a flint, whatever. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal Isali with a pile of damp leaves. I was born a pampered son of a Charlian dignitary. Alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium, whatever. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which been taught to believe. It was only upon meeting Heavensward that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for the chance encounter, never vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it's the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, and striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now I struggle to accomplish the misconceptions under which I have laboured. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. I had extra wood. My hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power. I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Listernan, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Heavensward of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but I shall. Dragoon. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now, face our fate with the rising of the sun. And we'll get ourselves a lovely jacket for aiming. That's a song, right? By a singer waiting for the world to change, I think. Let's briefly become... don't know who the singer is. It's not really someone I'm into, but... mage, never... bard. It's a bit boring though, but... and I'm still using the legs. Actually, they're the Ironworks legs, they've been changed. It's the same top, isn't it? That's even worse. Oh yeah, we've got the new bow though. Yeah, I'm sort of enjoying having like non-main costumes while we're leveling up, and sort of like that aspect of it. Still level 57 though, so. And our bard's not doing as well as our samurai somehow. Heart of ice. Let me get some trousers. A bit boring, but what are you going to do? The campfire was so cozy I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. What do you feel about how the winds have shifted? Will they have borne Ray back to the skies above Zenith? I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace. Summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. You know there's at least one more quest because there's a second pair of trousers. Oh, fucking hell. Bit of a trek again. Northwest. Makes sense. Oh, you're sitting on a sheep. I was really fucking confused what that was then. quest. How is it? We've almost done 6 hours. There's a lot of faff in the middle, as there usually is. We got here really quickly, actually. Fine. I've been getting surprisingly few visitors on these really long ones. Some of them I'm always worried that I'm just leaving them way too short. Seems, I mean. Actually, I guess they put you on crap gear so you're more likely to wear the cool looking gear. You know, as extra reward. I was going to say. Okay, I'm not going to read it out loud, but like, just read the writing. Mortals, why did you... yeah. Use Dragon Paws.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Racevelga, remember me. 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva. But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me. I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
I like this. I like the idea of the dragon going, no, like, no, you haven't. Like, because of course she's not. Like, we know the summons don't work that way. That you can summon people that don't even exist. Shiva's not that. Shiva's a person, not a random good ice god. Yeah, there we go. It says it right there. Ooh. So Bahamut. That's he's talking about Bahamut, which is we've met him and we've seen him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that should have been obvious as soon as Good King Mogul mode came about. All the gods are fake. They're all just spells. I'm sure they're people, but they're not of whom the people think they are.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Yeah. It's just how she imagines Shiva. I like this. Because it'd be pretty fucking rude from the dragon's point of view. Some lady going up to you and going,
As it may, Lord Hraesvelgar, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far.
I'm the resurrected dead person you loved. And just go, fuck off. No, you're not. Even worse, you just like this weird imagined version of her that didn't exist. That's like the height of like rudeness. I'm glad I went there.
We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
I want one of these games to have a Chinese dragon one of these days. Ooh. I believe Vatatoska is like a squirrel in this. I think it was one of those things they were hiding. And also, yes, I'm understanding that this might be relevant to a lot of these names. So the 12, the Pope, the Holy See and his 12 knights have weird dragon strength. I mean, are they the same 12 people? They'd be dead by now. Humans don't live very long. They're all dragoons as well, if you look at their helmets.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Ah, so the families.
Then the seed lies within us.
Oh. See, okay, that's why the heretics can turn into dragons, because it's been in their bloodline for ages, because of they feasted. And that cat, like, he's like, yeah, if we could betrayal's fine. We'll kill you, or you betray. So that counts.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Oh, he said Vertosca. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off. That was a great speech. Here's some trousers. Reyes Vagar was every bit of as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. This will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. It's but a pity that I misliked what he said. So we did travel unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. Far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Worm's lair and another pair of trousers.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him?
You've just been told how you can get a power-up.
Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe. But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
Be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Yeah, this is neat. They were essentially both wrong and both right. Like, it was going to fairly obvious that the Pope obviously did an evil thing. But, like, Mr. Nine's not trying to save the fucking Pope, he's trying to save the city full of people. And Nidhogg is mad. Even if... And it is very much a warranted revenge. Yeah, I like it. I like how not, like, what's the word? Simple in it. Like, it's not black and white. What time is it? It's quite late. Oh, wait, what? I'm very confused. What? I think that might mean I've run out of time. Let's do a cut. Right. I am out of time. I'm out of time. What did I say then? Out of ton. I'm out of touch. You know what? I'm going to do a cut. Let's do a cut. Right. And there we are. I've been kicked out because I've run out of time. I've done 96 hours of come and gone. Which means we didn't quite finish the 54 quests, but I reckon we were pretty close. It's a shame I wasn't parked in a village. But we were also doing fine for levels, weren't we? We're standing right next to a fight, aren't we? That's going to be really weird to log into. Maybe I'll die and go somewhere else. Who knows? Anyway. Didn't mean to turn the music off there. Thank you very much for watching. I've been John Struct. I've been having a Heavensward adventure. Thank you for watching. See you next time.